So in this ACT math video, we're going to take a look at compound figures. In other words, these are big figures that can be cut into smaller figures like triangles, rectangles, and other basic shapes. And so with this problem, I want to know what the area of this shape is. So at the moment, you can solve the problem on your own by stopping the video, or you can keep going and we'll work into getting the solution. So in order to find the area of this figure, first we need to know all the sides. Let's go ahead and get that top side first. Getting the top side first, it looks like this side plus this side gives you 10. Therefore, this side has to be 4 to make 6 plus 4 equaling 10. Getting the right side of the figure, it looks like this side plus this side gives you this entire side. So therefore, this side has to be 12, since 7 plus 5 equals 12. Now we have all the sides we need to get the area of the figure. Let's go ahead and get that area. So to find the area of the figure, all I'm going to do is cut the figure into basic shapes, find the area of each shape, and then add up the areas to get the total area. All right, let's go ahead and cut it like this. So the first shape looks like you've got a rectangle. That's going to be 5 and 6. And I know the area of that rectangle is going to be length times width, which is 6 times 5, which is equal to 30. So now I get to the other figure. Now go ahead and do 30, circle that one. So now we have the other rectangle. Looks like it's 4 and 12. That area is length times width, which is 12 times 4, equaling 48. So the area of that figure is 48. Combining the areas, you're going to end up with 48 plus 30, which is going to give you 78 square inches, since it's area. The answer is B. All right, let's go ahead and solve it a different way. I'm going to cut it sideways this time. And so now I'm going to get the top rectangle first. This is going to be 7 and 4. Area is going to equal length times width. And that's going to be 7 times 4, which is 28. So the area of this figure appears 28. Now I can catch the rectangle on the bottom. The biggest issue that people make on these types of problems is they get the dimensions wrong. They pick the wrong dimensions for each shape. So just be careful about that. And so area, once again, is going to be length times width, which is going to be 10 times 5, which is 50. So the area of this figure is 50. Now we can get the total area. Getting the total area, you're going to end up with 28 plus 50. Adding those together, once again, you're going to end up with 78 square inches. The answer is B. So now we're going to solve it another way. I'm going to cut this thing diagonally and find the area of each of these trapezoids. So the first trapezoid looks like this, where it's 4, 7, and 12. And the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times the height times the sum of the bases. It's not the best looking trapezoid, but y'all know what the shape looks like. So that's going to be 1/2 times 4 times 7 plus 12. That's going to give you 1/2 times 4 times 19, which is 38. So the area of the first trapezoid is 38. Now let's get the area of the other shape, which is also a trapezoid. And you have this type of situation going where it's 5, 6, and 10. Area of a trapezoid, once again, is 1/2 times the height times the sum of the bases. That's going to give you 1/2 times 5 times 6 plus 10, which is going to give you 1/2 times 5 times 16, which gives you 40. So the area of the other trapezoid is 40. Getting the total area, it doesn't matter how you cut this figure, as long as you get the correct figures and get the correct areas, it won't even matter. The total area will be 38 plus 40, and once again, the area is 78 square inches. The answer is B. So we're going to use one more method to solve this problem, and we're actually going to use subtraction to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close this into one big shape. So now we have one big rectangle. This big rectangle is 12 by 10. The area is going to be length times width, which is 12 times 10, which is 120. So the area of the big shape is 120. Now let's get the area of the shape that I added. So this is the piece that I added to make the big figure. And this figure happens to be a 7 by 6 rectangle. The area of that figure is length times width, which is 7 times 6, which is 42. So now all we have to do now is take the area of the big shape, subtract off the little piece, and what will be left over is the area of the compound figure. And so the total area is the area of the big piece minus the tiny piece we added on. And when you do the math on that, once again, you end up with 78 square inches. So no matter what method we used, the answer is still the same. The answer is B. So go ahead and visit mathonthefly.com, where we have over 100 ACT math worksheets that cover a variety of topics. And while you're at it, go ahead and join the mailing list so you can get updates on what's going on. And also, we offer an ACT math book that's in paperback form on Amazon or in PDF form as well. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next video.